meditation with Mohini Didi. So now we will do meditation. Didi will do commentary. Request everyone to sit properly and turn on your videos.
Om Shanti. Very gently, I go within and connect the mind with the true self. A bodiless being, a beautiful, sparkling point of light. My eternal qualities emerge. Deep silence, peaceful mind, loveful intellect, lightness, totally detached. Super sense of joy. Awake, blossoming, fragrance of God's love. Self-respect, free from ego. Incorporeal, egoless. In solitude, sitting in the cave of my forehead. In company of my Baba, incorporeal and egoless. Awareness of being incorporeal keeps me egoless. Self-respect and egoless keeps the soul cheerful and is never hurt. Full concentration. Stage of being merged. Experience of being like Baba. Om Shanti.
आनंद के प्रदाता हे स्नेह शक्ति दाता अव्यक्त बाप दादा सादर पधारिए सादर पधारिए
सभी राजा बनेंगे, राजा बनेंगे। अच्छा, इतने तख्त तैयार लियो क्या हो एक ही बाप है जो फलक से कहती है कि मेरा एक एक बच्चा राजा बच्चा राजा हो ना राजयोगी हो कि प्रजा योगी हो इस समय सब दिल तख्त नशीन स्वराज अधिकारी राजा बन जाओ इतना नशा रूहानी रहता है ना क्योंकि इस समय के स्वराज से भविष्य राज प्राप्त होता है ये संगम युग बहुत 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 अमूल्य श्रेष्ठ है
आप दृष्टि यूं ही देते रहो बाबा आप दृष्टि यूं ही देते रहो बाबा सुख सागर में गहरे उतर जाऊं
Om Shanti. Love for solitude and practice concentration. I am completely egoless. Practice of yoga. Being free from the consciousness of the body. I am egoless, like Father Brahma. Instead of I the soul. And instead of mine, my Baba. Being stable in the stage, I remain merged in love. Thoughts. What are the subtle obstacles in becoming egoless? What are the signs of an egoless soul? Avyakt signal. To the extent that you stay underground, that is, introverted, the more you will be able to create new inventions. By staying underground, you will be protected from the atmosphere, and because of having solitude, your churning power will increase. Lastly, you will have a means of safety from the obstacles of Maya. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 3. Love for solitude and practice concentration. Today's topic, I am completely egoless. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, everyone is well? Yes, very good. How much power or energy the soul has, and how much are we able to use it? Whether it is capacities of mind or intellect. So as much we practice solitude and concentration both, our capacities will increase. Even as Baba is saying that new inventions, but even daily, all the time, whatever we are doing, not only ability to do accurately, but better and better. Because not necessarily every time I have new invention, but maybe new way of doing things, new way of saying things, new way of thinking. Because if you say anyway something as a routine or say, it doesn't have that effect. But if you do it in a new way, different. So this very subtle ability where you are reforming or getting better is very subtle. Because otherwise basically it will be same, right? I always do like this, so I did it. But when you are in your, this beautiful stage of concentration, then you will say, let me do differently. Let me this time do, if I am serving food, let me serve with something different. So it's like inventing all the time some new ways in a natural way. And that is the capacity. It's like you have a vision where you are seeing things differently. And because you are seeing differently, you are doing differently, you are thinking differently. I think there is great joy for the self in that. Like yesterday, Baba said, if you are in solitude, concentration internally, because there is attainment, that you are very joyful also. It's not you look like, very serious. And yes, introvertedness is seriousness, but inner attainment brings a lot of joy. And that's what Baba wants us to, at Confluence Sage, in self-sovereignty, that's your kingdom. Baba wants to see things coming from not just a routine. Because routine is like, okay, I have to do this, my duty, this is my department. But the joy which will come is inventing, in doing it something different. So I like this aspect and I feel that we all should experiment with that. See, we have to make our homework not as just, okay, concentration, introversion, but why every day a wake signal is come to us from Baba's Murlis, so that we reflect on that and also do something little different every day. So you will really, really, as I said, will be very joyful because there is some attainment there. Otherwise, like today, I use the word gently because some people could be very hard on thinking that I am soul. Some say, oh, I get headache or I get heavy because they are forcing it. No? But if you are in a very natural way, but also you're receiving something, you are experiencing something, you are achieving something, then you won't get tired, right? Otherwise, you could feel, I have to sit still and inside still, outside still, but you are still, but you are flying. Even if you are still, you feel you are ascending, you're going higher and higher. So this aspect I always feel very attracted by, thinking about how do I use, because you need motivation to do something for all month. And that motivation only comes when there is attainment. And attainment comes when I do it properly, right? So I like this point very much. And then also about that when I am underground, then whatever I am and I am doing is not influenced by anything, people's opinions, ideas, atmosphere, no. But internally, as it is said, you are grinding your own. Internally, you are grinding your own. And that has intoxication, right? So what Baba is saying that keeps you safe from external atmosphere of any kind. Anytime, whole day, whether you are in house or you go out, there is always some kind of surroundings, energy. But how to remain safe from that? And Brahma Baba was able to do that. He could see his intoxication, cheerfulness, constant faith in victory was so visible on his face, interaction with others. Never, never 100% faith, trust. So words he will speak will give power to others. But if you say, yes, I also think this way as you're saying, you lost power and you can't help others also because you subtly accepting some doubt. It's very, very subtle influence of this stage of others on us. But I have to save myself from that. How many of you like to churn buttermilk? You like it because butter is emerging. And when you start saying butter, you feel happy, right? Yeah, you all have seen it, right? In India, it's very common every morning. They will make fresh butter. In Madhuban, they make every morning fresh butter. Because when they make buttermilk, first they have to make yogurt, then take out butter, and then buttermilk. You know? It could be both ways, with butter and without. So same is churning. Anything, they say even if you, no, they tell the story of two frogs, right? They fell in a bucket, couldn't come out. So they decided to go round and round and round. Anyway, it was bucket of milk, luckily. So one gave up. He said, oh no, I can't. I'm so tired. And he drowned. Other one went on and on. And then butter started coming. So the height became. So he jumped out of the bucket. Once we were stuck in a traffic in Brazil, the brother who came to airport thought to keep me busy before I get like, so long, where are we yet? So he started telling some stories. And one of these two frog story, which stayed with me until now. So whenever Baba talks of churning and reflection, I always say it's taking us to some height where you jump out of wherever you are. Because you are all the time. So, but thinking, progressive thinking, reflective thinking, thinking which can create some more insights. Because it's same you are thinking anyway, but should I keep thinking all the time same or should I go deeper? See, that's your own self-sustenance. And this is what then you share with others. They are sustained. I hear a lot of people, there is no sustenance. I said, I have to create first by myself, right? And then I can help others also. When you share something deeper, everyone likes it, right? So what Baba is saying that when you are in solitude, introverted, you are able to churn, reflect. And that's also gives you not only strength but happiness and good capacity to sustain. Is I don't just have to depend on others, right? I have to sustain myself and sustain others also. Mm. And then there are obstacles of Maya. Baba compares Maya sometimes with mouse, rat, right? Baba says that it blows the hot air, so when it bites, you don't feel it. So Maya is also so subtle, right? Whether it's some conversation with someone, it could be elevated, it could be Maya, right? Why Baba says, be careful of your company, depends on how you talk, what you talk. Oh, this is what keep happening, right? There are some, they always talk about what is not right. They never could sit and what is right, no? Dadi Prakashmani told Dadi Janki 2% are not right. 98 is right. But people always will talk about that 2%. This shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't happen. But all good what is happening. And Dadi Janki said it helped me. And then she told us it was just beginning of Shantivan. They were trying to figure out. So there were certain things could have been better. But then she said after that, my internally, wherever I went, I so good, it's so beautiful, it's working. It's like a whole town there. But if we keep that 2% and only talk about that 2%, then as if nothing is working, everything is useless. So then we lose our worth and respect also for Yagya. Right? Or some have habit, they go anywhere. Will you sit and talk about your family? Will you go and talk to everyone about your sister and brother? This is my family. Someone told me something. I said, this is my family. I can't hear all that. And if they say, no, you do, so I said, no, I will decide. My family, Baba has given us guidelines. No, I'm just giving example that this is Maya, right? Obstacles for your own self progress and not good for Yagya also, or family. Dari Gulzar or Veg Baba said, everyone's weakness is within family, it's your weakness. So if you go and talk about someone's weakness, what you're talking about is family, right? And some don't realize it. They take everything from family, yeah. But when they talk, it doesn't feel like that. Right? So how Maya comes and kind of deletes their accumulation of what they accumulated from good actions. You are serving, but you are also not serving properly. So these days I find Maya, if you have to speak, you have right outlets too, right? You can't necessarily have to go on the streets and start talking about the family, right? And then we want to do service, right? So these are very subtle habits. The influence of company, influence of conversations, and I always, somebody comes and, can I talk to you? I said, will I be able to help? Then talk. Not only because you want to talk. Sometimes I hear because I know when they say it, it helps them. It's all right, I will listen. But not without purpose, right? Mama used to say somebody is throwing garbage and you go and pick up, right? It's garbage, no? If it's not positive, if it's not someone's specialty. Everyone has some qualities, right? So how do we save ourselves from Maya? That means wasteful thoughts and energy. Then it start hurting the self too. Mm. But I think it's very, very good that before practicing awake the signal, we do self-respect because that's most important. Biggest problem today is lack of self-respect. And then we compare with others. Then one who is in self, I am what I am. And the respect Baba has given to me as Baba's child. So that is why this practice of self-respect, then of course we knew that Baba was so humble, right? Greatest Baba was so elevated. Whether it was his dress, whether it was his walking, his talking, his interaction, there's no ego there. But it's not also subservient about anything. Total self-esteem and egoless. Because then our humility goes where I'm even not able to use whatever authority I have. So it's very important to have self-respect and manage everything, yourself and whatever your task is. If I am only egoless, so I am humble but not necessarily have self-respect. Lack of self means lack of self-trust. Everything like start affecting. So today I was seeing a lot of connection between self-respect, solitude, concentration. It's like combined, just one. So first practice self-respect. Like today self-respect, I am bodiless. I am egoless. I to Baba. I am soul and then mine is Baba. So practice self-respect quite a lot. And then look at the awake signal, the practice of solitude and concentration. Right? So lot can be churned, lot can be said. But this is our homework. We will do it tomorrow. And I don't know how many of you know morning Amrit Vela is conducted by Latin Americans. So beautiful. Today was Costa Rica. And they all sit so nicely. Yesterday was Peru. So beautiful. The way they sit and everything. And then was Argentina. Every day is different country. And they sit in time exactly at 4 and a beautiful Amrit Vela. We had over 200 so this morning. So if you want to visit countries and have company, you can use that option.
Self-respect. I am completely egoless. Thoughts. What are the subtle obstacles in becoming egoless? What are the signs of an egoless soul? Practice of yoga. Being free from the consciousness of the body. I am egoless, like Father Brahma. Instead of I, the soul, and instead of mine, my Baba. Being stable in this stage, I remain merged in love.
स्वमान, मैं संपूर्ण निरहंकारी आत्मा हूँ। चिंतन, निरहंकारी बनने में सूक्ष्म बाधाएं क्या क्या है? निरहंकारी आत्मा की निशानियां क्या होंगी? योगाभ्यास, देह भान से मुक्त मैं ब्रह्मा बाप समान निरहंकारी हूँ। मैं की जगह मैं आत्मा और मेरा की जगह मेरा बाबा इस स्थिति में स्थित हो लवलीन हो जाए। ओम शांति। Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So now let's listen to our Baba's Sakar Murli. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Today's day 3, Sakar Murli, the magical flute that awakens the children.
बच्चों को भी शौक उठे कि कैसे कैसे वो सर्विस करते, सर्विस समाचार आता है ना बच्चे, तो रूहानी सेवा तो करनी है। जब बाप आए हैं सब रूहों की सेवा कर ले और ये सारे सृष्टि के चक्कर का राज समझा ले और पतित से पावन बनाने का भी रास्ता बता दे और इजी सहज को इजी कहा जाता है ना बच्चे, सहज याद भी सहज। कभी भी कहा योग अक्षर नहीं करना, क्योंकि योग अक्षर कहने से वो हठ योगी तो वो बैठ के प्रश्न पूछेंगे बहुत। और तुम बच्चों को वास्तव में कोई आते भी है यहाँ तो कोई जाती बात करने की दरकार नहीं है, याद है। फॉर्म भरने से भी मालूम पड़ता है कि हमारा वो बाप कौन है। पूछा जाते हैं ना बच्चे कि तुम्हारे आत्मा का बाप कौन है, तो ये तो बच्चे जानते हैं कि जितने हैं मनुष्य इतनी है मत। कोई किसको कहेंगे, किसको कहेंगे। तुम एक बच्चे हो ब्राह्मण जो झट कहते हैं कि हमारा बाप तो ऊंचे से ऊंचा शिव बाबा है भी वो ऊंचे से ऊंचा भगवत दराकार भी वही है जिसकी पूजा वगैरह भी करते हैं। तो उनको ही बैठ करके वेद का बाबा सिद्ध करना है। बस जब वेद का है तो वेद का वसा भी देता है और फिर ये भी सब कहते हैं कि आता है जरूर, वो भी बताना है। शिवरात्रि किसको कहते हो, मनाते तो है बच्चे शिवरात्रि। तो शिवरात्रि का अर्थ तो बेचारे समझते ही नहीं है। तुम समझते हो तो और को ऊपर तरस पड़ता है। बेचारे कुछ नहीं समझते हैं। तो क्यों नहीं कुछ भी नहीं समझते हैं? क्योंकि है ही भक्ति मार्ग में, ज्ञान को जरा भी नहीं समझ सकेंगे। क्यों ज्ञान है नई बात है, नई दुनिया के लिए एवरीथिंग न्यू। तो एवरीथिंग न्यू नई दुनिया के लिए बाप आते हैं जो नई दुनिया के मालिक बनते हैं, उनको बैठ करके सिखलाते हैं, समझाते हैं। और तो कोई जान भी नहीं सकते हैं क्योंकि बिल्कुल एब्सोल्यूटली नई बात है। बाप समझा कि वो है भक्ति और ये है ज्ञान है। तो विचार करो सारी दुनिया में है भक्ति, बाकी तुम मुट्ठ में हो जिनको बाबा ज्ञान देते जा रहे हैं और वो विधि को पाते रहते हैं। परंतु भक्ति तो बहुत बड़ी है ना बच्ची, सारा झाड़ है जैसा एक तरफ में, अब बाकी तुम कितने हो थोड़े। तो इसलिए वो बेचारे इतना समझ नहीं सकते हैं। अब आपने समझाया है कि बच्चों जिन्होंने कल पहले समझाया वही समझेंगे, इसके लिए तुम लोग फिक्र मत करो। कलाक भी तो मेहनत करेंगे तो भी नहीं समझेंगे। तुम लोग ने बहुत मेहनत किया, बहुतों से मेहनत किया है और उसके बाद मुश्किल से पैर टिके हैं। नई दुनिया पर पैर धरना है ना बच्चे, तो टिकता नहीं है। क्यों नहीं टिकता है? माया पैर उखा देती है झट। लड़ाई का मैदान है ना बच्चे।
मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया। मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया। जमाना जो देना सका तूने दिया, मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया।
मीठे मीठे सिक्के दे रूहानी बच्चों पे माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यारा गुड नाइट।
Om Shanti. So tomorrow is Wednesday and we'll have Amritwila and evening session and also a Vyakti Children Murli class from 5 to 5:30. And of course there will be a whole day party, but just be mindful from 5 to 5:30 there is a children Murli class. So at that time you all have to sit at your home in your Baba's room. And you can come back after 5:30 for yoga party if you would like to join Avyakti Parivar. So that half an hour, if you join, you will be in waiting room because there is a Murli going on for children. So that's just to keep your attention, and then other schedule will remain same in this series. And then Mohini Didi will conduct the meditation from 7:15 to 7:30 in English series and hold a party. Thank you, and special Amritwala as Didi mentioned. You all are welcome. Om Shanti. Now let's do our awake signal meditation and then we'll take drishti from Didi and remember Baba.
Stay in solitude and practice concentration. To the extent that you stay underground, that is, introverted, the more you will be able to create new inventions. By staying underground, you will be protected from the atmosphere, and because of having solitude, your churning power will increase. Lastly, you will have a means of safety from the obstacles of Maya.
एकाग्रता को अपनाओ, एकांत प्रिय बनो। जितना अंडरग्राउंड अर्थात अंतर्मुखी रहेंगे, उतना नई नई इन्वेंशन व योजनाएं निकाल सकेंगे। अंडरग्राउंड रहने से एक तो वायुमंडल से बचाव हो जाएगा, दूसरा एकांत प्राप्त होने के कारण मनन शक्ति भी बढ़ेंगी। तीसरा, कोई भी माया के विघ्नों से सेफ्टी का साधन बन जाएगा। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.